What up, man? All right, bro. It's your boy Big FG come back in this bitch. I ain't allowed curious today, so I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna see this how be working shit, cause sometimes. Hello. Sometimes I gotta get close for y'all can really hear a nigga sometimes. But yeah, we gonna watch this goddamn video about folks being black in Japan. It's just a video I just want to go watch today, real quick. Before I take my head to work, I ain't lying.
Hi everyone, how are you? This is Ricky. Today I'm going to interview black people. What's it like being black in Japan?
Block. Hey, talking about this is shit. Hold on. Y'all go follow his YouTube. Y'all follow my YouTube, follow his YouTube on everything.
So let's see. On my channel, I dive into Japanese culture and lifestyle with both Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's a perfect channel for anyone thinking about traveling to or living in Japan.
I'm saying,
Plus,
bro,
you can learn real
everything
everyday Japanese by watching this video like this.
So I don't want to wait.
So if you haven't yet, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram where I show my daily life in Tokyo. All right, let's get started. So okay, thank you so much for your time. Could you introduce yourself?
My name is Darion. I'm from America, and I'm particularly from Louisiana, like the central
Louisiana. Look American, I ain't gonna lie.
So how long have you been in Japan?
I've only been in Japan for a week so far, but I did go last year for 1 month, a part of the school program here.
All right, so how long will you be staying in Japan?
I'll be staying in Japan for 1 year.
What's it like, being black in Japan?
Okay, that's a really good question. I feel like when it comes to being black in Japan, it's no different from being maybe like another color. Now
I think in Japan I never been in Japan. They probably just like they probably just don't see black people that much. To be honest with you, it is an island. I saw an island, but let's not be goofy. The internet is real, but internet versus real life obviously is different. But shit. They're probably like, oh shit, it's a black person in town. Oh shit.
Just in the Asian countries, white is favored more, merely because that's just how it's been for a long time. The color white is favored, not necessarily the character of the person, but just the appearance. Like if a Japanese person sees a white guy and he's like mildly attractive, it's like, oh, that guy is like cool, he's super cool, he's white or whatever. But that's not as common, I think, nowadays. I feel like it's more so whenever you come here, you're a foreigner. You're not black necessarily, you're not white necessarily, you're a foreigner. And it's only a few Japanese people that might look at you as color. For example, there's a lot of Japanese girls that like gyaru, and a lot of them really like hip hop culture. I'm just using Japanese.
The whole world like hip hop.
however you say it.
All right,
gyaru.
Right? Yeah.
I'm only using Japanese girls for example, but there's also guys too that are also like hip hop. So a lot of girls that are into that. They like hip hop whatnot. So when they see a black guy, it might be more of a like a spectacle to them, right? That's the only case where race might play a part. But for the most part, in Japan, it's mostly just like, oh, you're a foreigner, right? Instead of just like, oh, you're black, you're white, you're Mexican, right? So when it comes to relationships here, you have to be very, very, I guess, particular with what you might say and how you might convey something.
Okay, let's say you're dating a Japanese girl. Like, is there any problem? Could be like language, could be like culture difference, or like whatever.
Good question. So one problem could be a case of being fetishized because of the race. The one problem can be they just see you as a novelty, right? And I've seen this in many interviews with foreigners on Japan. It's like if you're like black or whatever, it's like a novelty, right? So they might not completely like you for you. I'll tell you an experience I did have. I was talking to a Japanese girl online, and we talked for a very long time. I don't know if she's Manhattan. I'm not sure. She was a little bit crazy. But we were talking, and she was very sweet and whatnot. But she would have these weird of a foreigner, So, but it's not with every Japanese. I'm not going to say that, but it's some of them are like that, especially counting like what their niche is, So
black folk, I got
some type of goofy shit. Could you introduce yourself?
My name is Umi, and I'm from Florida, and I've lived in Japan for 2 years.
What brought you to Japan?
You be like, oh, that's some normal shit. So
Japanese, and since I was a kid, I've always wanted to live here.
What's it like being black in Japan?
So it's different from being a foreigner. Those are two different things. Technically, yeah, they're the same, but also different. Being black, I would say, has its difficulties. Like I get stereotyped a lot actually in Japan. So with my job, I work with kids, and so when I first meet them, they cry because of my skin tone. I get a lot of derogatory terms sometimes
That's crazy.
with Japanese people. Like they've called me like a monkey. I've been called the N word a few times
They
here,
more. I
but
ain't gonna
also
lie.
it's been really good too.
At the same time, other folk be more. They be trying to be more stiffer with the female because it is a female. But most of the time, they do that a little more with the female than with the dudes and
So
shit.
like
Ain't no,
because
ain't I
I'm
be damn motherfucker. I let shit slide and shit. Well, you keep trying to come at me for, I'm gonna get on your ass on everything. But it's a female, so they probably
black,
gonna push
I
a little
stand
hard.
out a lot. And so people come to me more usually than most. So like if I'm
She
with
got
my
their
friends
accent.
who are like let's say white, Japanese people will come to me first because I look more different, I guess, maybe because I dress pretty Japanese. So
Is there any pros and cons like being black in Japan?
yeah. Okay, so the cons are of course
I need to take
people
my black
will
ass to
stare at me a
Japan
lot, but I'm pretty used to that. Stare at
for
me,
everything.
so some of this
I'm gonna get
discrimination.
that camera and I can
But
walk around.
the pros are
Ooh,
so if I
I'm
apply
posting
for a
myself on
job, there's
everything.
not a lot of black people usually that apply for jobs, so I'll get picked more often than not because they want something new, something fresh. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you want to share your experience in Japan, like being black?
Oh, yeah. So I guess being black in Japan, I use dating apps sometimes to talk to guys, and a lot of people there will
I
say like,
wonder
"Oh, I've
how
never talked
Japan
to a
dating
black
apps
person
be the
before." So
bullshit.
usually, I'm the first black person that gone on a date with a Japanese guy. For the most part, it's pretty nice, and I would say like there's a group of like Nigerians that live in like Harajuku and Shibuya and stuff, and usually if there's like some trouble or some guy trying to talk to me, they will step in and help me because I'm black too, so they will, we try to have each other's backs.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything.
Also because I'm black and I live in Japan, a lot of Japanese people assume that I can't speak Japanese, or they assume
I could
that
tell she could
I'm
speak. You could tell
from
with her
Africa,
accent. She
or
got the
if I
accent.
tell them that I'm American, then they get surprised because I think a lot of Japanese stereotypes towards African American women are is that everyone
It
is
don't surprise
pretty
me that she's
heavy set,
American,
fat.
but
So
the act
that's a big
I peep
stereotype
though. She got that
here with
strong
being
ass
black in
accent. The other dude
Japan.
for sure you can
And
tell you from
yeah, like I
America.
said, they assume I can't speak Japanese. So when I do speak Japanese, they get really surprised. So because I think they assume like me and my friends are together. She's white, I'm black. They assume she can
Yeah,
speak Japanese and I can't. So that
gon-
con. So I think like as an African American woman, as a black woman, no matter where I go, I'll always get discriminated against for being black.
y'all black
So
girl gotta
I
stay
might as well choose the place that makes
strong
me
on
happy.
everything. What
All
the
right. Thank
fuck?
you so much. Do you speak Japanese?
少しだけ。
Can you introduce yourself in Japanese too?
OK じゃあ、はじめまして。私のお名前は海です。2年くらい日
You
本
sound
住ん
just
で
like
い
this young
る。
man.
なんか私の日本語はあんまりペラ
She
ペラ
happy
じ
as
ゃ
hell
ない。
speaking
だ
that
からも
shit.
っと勉
Look.
強したいです。はい。
ありがとうござい
Stop
ま
playing
す。
with her.
All right. Thank you
Stop
so
playing
much.
with her.
Thank
She
you so much for
geeking
your
all
time.
type shit.
Yeah. Could you introduce your background?
So my name is Christopher Holman. I'm from America, the
Yeah.
United States. I'm Jamaican and
You
Haitian
know,
from
listen,
nationality. I was
I'm a black American. So I ain't gonna lie. You can look at a motherfucker and say, yeah, that's a black American. I ain't gonna lie. We stand out from obviously all black people got their Pacific look. You know what I'm saying? Or you say he from Africa. Yeah, but sometimes you can look and say, he'll say, oh, he from this part of Africa, or he from this country within Africa, or he a Afro Latino. Sometimes it's hard to tell because sometimes you think a motherfucker a black American. Oh shit, this motherfucker speak straight Spanish. Oh God, I met some black people who speak straight Spanish. They look like as a black American, but they as a fucking whole Latino. For real, for real.
raised in like the suburb area of like Long Island, if you know where that's at. And I'm studying abroad here in Japan I've been here for a few months, 2 months so far. So I'll be here for another month or so.
All right. How do you like it here so far?
A lot of people in the
I like
videos
it a lot
young
here
too.
so
Young
far.
black folks
It's a
in this
beautiful
motherfucker.
city, a lot of things to see, a lot of great sights. the culture here is it's fun. Like people are super nice. They go into izakayas and drinking. It's amazing. The food here is great, and there's just a lot of things to do and a lot of opportunity, which I haven't tapped into yet. But like you can just see it around the place. There's so many things to do.
All right. So, what's it like being black in Japan?
I think it's a bit overwhelming at first, to be completely honest, because like coming from America, specifically being from the Philly part, it's like a whole different culture and experience, and you have to sort of like relearn how to navigate that. I think sometimes people staring and stuff, and like people getting like not weird, people looking at you. It is a bit like it caught me off guard a little bit. That in
Like
itself is its own
overstaring and
experience.
shit.
But like besides that, I
Yeah,
think
look
like
like that nigga.
person I've been saying to myself a lot, so trying to avoid all that. So it's not the worst experience, but I
Look like
think
that nigga
like if I was
Yasuke.
here any longer than a few months, it'd definitely be something I have to really start learn how to navigate and get used to.
Is there any like negative thing that you didn't expect in Japan?
I think the
I'm
negative
gonna
thing I didn't
stop.
expect was
Ooh,
like
bitch!
sometimes people can be a bit
I want to play
standoffish
some
here and
games and
like
shit. I'm
cold and
trying.
reserved, and like that's never a
I'm
problem
gonna
because
try and
like
have
you're in
some of
life,
y'all
of course.
folk
But
play with
like
me
for
on
my
everything, but
personality, it is
I don't
like
play the game a
I'm
lot
used to
on
like talking to
everything.
everybody and like wanting to connect with
I don't
people,
got a
and like
game
you feel like you
system right
can't
now. I
really
ain't buy one,
have
but
that
shit,
too much over here.
I could get
At
one,
least what
but
I
shit, let
experienced
me
so
get.
far.
Is there any pros and cons being black in
I'm gonna get
Japan?
some, bro.
I think pros is
I'm
that
gonna get that
like
shit.
you just can be in your own world. No one's really bothering me in terms of like physically bothering me, and like I can just live my own life. And I guess that's a really nice part. The girls and men here are super like receptive of me, and like
But them hoes be on dick. Them Japanese hoes be on dick. Let's keep it gangster. But hey, bro, this just a new video I just posted on everything. Yes. I'm in a whole different spot again on everything. I know I've been off and on for the last 2 years, 3 years. I'm a, for sure got the opportunity to be more consistent on everything I love. But young nigga be working a lot. Young nigga be trying to get it. I'm 22 years old, so nigga trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm talking about? Still got a couple things I nigga get that I lost that. Boom, boom, boom. But bitch, big LG Kobe back at the bitch in another video, man. I'm gonna post mode, do mode, add mode, all mode. Fuck you talking about. Yeah, man. I need to at least get to 100 videos posted. You hear me? Get to whatever the fuck going on. You hear me? But yeah, man. I just want to say it's your boy LG Kobe, man. I'm out this bitch, boy. Catch y'all nigga next video. All right, bitch.